Well, for the second straight season, a 39-year-old quarterback legend leads his squad to the Super Bowl. And, of course, Peyton Manning retired after winning Super Bowl 50. That brings us to our next topic, life after football. But before we do that, fellas, what does this look like here?
BT. They didn't know the Rooney Rule was full in effect.
We're out here.
Ben Roethlisberger, you heard him. I mean,
Man.
We talk about retirement. We're going to talk about Ed Reed in just a moment here. Let's talk about hinting at retirement on Ben Roethlisberger's part.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful as a player mentioning that, because once you put it in your head, it's out there in the atmosphere, and you're probably on those last days, Like me and Brandon always talk, and I told Brandon when we first started this 2 years ago, it's like, dude, for me, when I mentioned that, I was close to it, and I knew it. But don't say it. Don't say it. Yeah. Just play out, and like Brady and Peyton said, make them kick you out.
Let thing fall off like it falls off.
Let's take a step back and let's dissect this a little bit. When you're older and you're an established player and you're a superstar, you use that as leverage. This is nothing but a leverage play for Ben. Obviously, there's something that he wants, and he's using it as leverage.
Yeah, but understand this. Once you put this out in the ether, now everyone's job is to go find your replacement. They're always trying to replace football players anyway.
Every year.
But now maybe it would have been a 5th-round draft pick. Now maybe it's a 2nd-round draft pick, and Ben has to be careful that he's not Dak Prescott, sooner or later messing around.
And I've never heard you use the word retirement, even though Boomer Esiason was saying that you're on the bubble, you're about to retire. You're about to retire?
No time soon. Listen, I saw these guys. I take notes. You saw Drew Brees a couple years ago come out and say he's going to play till, what, 48 or something? You saw Tom Brady come out and say they're going to have to kick me out of the league. I'm taking notes. Whatever they're saying, I'm saying.
But now, hey,
I'm doing the same thing.
You won Super Bowl 47, perennial All-Pro. Many considered you to be the best center fielder, if you will, in football. So you went from football playing to TV first?
Yeah.
Talk about what the difference was between the two.
Oh man, it was a culture shock because
in that
I've been around the media, my whole career, and that relationship was shaky at times. You know how that can be, Brandon. With people that's always in your locker room and writing stuff that they think when they don't know. And when I came here, I understood. It helped me to get on the broadcasting side, the analyst side, to understand what we need to say, why we need to say it.
Yeah.
And as a player, you don't understand that as much.
Loud and clear. And certainly Michael and Brandon can speak to that, but let me ask this question, let them take it from there. So then you go from TV to life as a coach, an assistant DB coach with the Buffalo Bills. What was the distinct difference there? Although many refer to you as a coach on the field anyway.
Yeah. I've been kind of in that coaching world. When I played, I used to go up on Tuesdays and Wednesday morning to meet with our defensive coordinator to kind of see what he's thinking, and he can talk to us, me, Ray, Terrell Suggs, Haloti Ngata, to see what we're thinking on the D-line and the secondary, just to get on the same page. If that's calls we don't want or calls we want. We've been and saw the same thing because they know we've looked at film. Now, when I got into coaching, I watched a lot more film than I did as a player, but I understood as a coach, you don't need to watch all that.
Well, hold on. Let's get to the juicy stuff. Listen, after every season, I have withdrawals. Like, I literally have, emotional problems for at least 2-3 weeks until it's out of my system.
Yeah.
Meaning?
Now that you don't have ball anymore, tell me about that.
It was easier for me to get over things, but now you gotta not baby the players, but you gotta get them through it too. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of feed off you as a coach. So us as coaches, I believe, and I think this, I believe you hear you talk about Belichick and how they run things and those other coaches around there. You have to be a coaching unit first before you can tell your team to be a unit. Exactly, and that's
if it's fractured up top, it fractures down low.
Yeah.
One of the things I've always thought about, because I love what we do, and I said, man, I wonder if I could coach, and if I could give what I had that made me successful to the young men. Like the way you out-thought quarterbacks and fooled quarterbacks. they're guys with physical gifts. Can you teach them that mentally and how to play like Ed Reed played?
Not all of it. And that's where you can kind of go wrong as a coach if you're trying to teach them to do what you did.
Yeah.
See, I understood that. I don't think many of those guys took the reps that I took at safety. I've been playing safety since I was a little kid and quarterback. But I was implementing drills that I did to help those guys, you know. And
that would be hard for me, man.
Real
Just
succinct.
the intensity of it.
What's the difference working with Rex Ryan as a coach and Phil Simms as a TV coach?
Oh man, Phil,
Be honest, call it straight.
Phil, you know,
Well, they both weigh the
great
same.
relationship.
They both weigh the same.
Go ahead,
They both
Phil.
weigh the same.
Come here, Phil. And
Go ahead. No,
I've
go
had
ahead.
conversations with Phil throughout the year.
Right.
He saw me a couple times, and he kept, you know, he asked me, "How's it going? How's it going?" And I mean,
But it's all about the team. You know,
Yeah.
you hear
And
these
it's not with
nicknames
Phil?
around the league, the Killer Bees.
Right.
You know what our name is?
What?
The Jackson 5.
yeah.
Jackson 5. My brother, oh, look at this picture.